Hey everyone, it's Jose with the Huddle podcast. We're doing some overtime episodes, so join us. This is a reason why you guys got to come here. We meet people like Luke and My Scribe in this tool, and this is an item that everybody needs to learn about it. You need to see about it because this is going to be helpful. Luke, how you doing, brother? Nice to meet you.
Good to be here, dude.
Could you give us a little lowdown on what you got going on here and how to use it?
Cool. Okay, yeah. So we're My Scribe Solutions from the UK. We've come over to Tise to see what potential there is in the American market. Obviously, with the UK, dry back LVT is very, very popular. So, also in the UK, we also fit to the baseboard a lot. We call it skirting board, but we fit to the baseboard a lot because with dry back being 2-3 mil, it doesn't require the expansion that click might. With that, obviously, it becomes how neat can we install it, because that's obviously very important. That's where this tool comes into its own. So with herringbone, we call it My Scribe board. The board will come depending on the width of the tile. So this particular product is 95 mil wide, and this is a 95 mil My Scribe board. So how it works is, if you need to get this side cut, what guys might do at the minute is they'll either put it this way with their knife, mark, and then maybe put it in this way, make a mark, take it away, join it up. It could be perfect, it could not be. What we tried to do here is take away any of the guesswork. So the first part is the tile placer. That locks in and allows you to slide the next tile in. That will be in the perfect position. And then with the second part, it allows you to put this against the skirting board. And again here, I appreciate we'll fit it on a tabletop, which isn't the same as being on your hands and knees in real life. But again, because we're fit into a skirting board, we always back burr this piece off, otherwise it would be too big. And then hopefully that should go in there perfectly. And then you can also see we've got
he's obviously done this once or twice, so
yeah.
he's used to it. So essentially, you got a jig here that is going to take the guesswork out of taking measurements and transfer. So transfer scribe or pattern scribing. It's is this going to be specific to a certain size plank?
Yeah, it is. Yep. So then we've got this is 4.5 inch wide. So whatever it says on the board, the numbers correlates to the width of the product. So 4.5 inches, 4.5 inch wide planks. In the UK, we've got 3 inch, 4 inch, 4.5, 95, 100, and 122 mil. That covers a huge proportion of our planks, our products. Of course, there's still loads out there that are different sizes, but these really cover a huge range of products. And so, for instance, in the UK, this particular product is a big seller at the minute, very popular. So a lot of people only have this in their toolbox because it's all they sell.
Well, this is very minimal. So we've created jigs in the past, and we understand that they get dirty. This right here looks like it's very easy to put in. Yeah. If you're doing a full spread, it's very minimal on the adhesive. This doesn't go into the adhesive either. You're just tracing the edge.
So let me show you. So you might people watching might wonder that what's the window, what's the letterbox for? Everything has a reason. But this half scribe here, that's what it is. Half scribe, full scribe. Oh. So let me just show you like a little trick with this. Because not everything involves using the tile placer. If I just get like that, sorry, rough cut down another plank. So just rough cut this down. So now if I want to get this plank here, which is like a double cut, what I mean is there's one cut there, one cut there. These ones are a single cut, yeah? So instead of using this, I use for it, we can put it in here, one plank width back, so it's locked in. And now we can use the window, right? And while it's still there, I can turn it round, cut this way. And again, if the corner was really bowed and out, it wouldn't work. But if it's pretty square, which you sometimes would hope the corners are at least square.
And obviously on the floor, it's going to go together a lot easier. You can manipulate
Yeah,
it.
when you're on your hands and knees, and you wouldn't be leaning through the wall normally cutting it. But up here you can see we're much closer than when it's on the floor, and the level of quality of the cut is very good.
So I will say that for this being dry laid no adhesive, that's a pretty clean cut with very minimal effort.
Yeah, and I mean, you're not getting anything like bowing up or anything either, right?
Sometimes if it's too tight, then obviously it can do. But most, as long as it's too tight, once the adhesive is down and you put it back in and you roll it, it's perfect.
Right.
It's lit.
Can you go over also like just the straight cuts that you got going on this side as well?
Yeah, definitely. So another product we've got is our back marker boards. These tie up with the 4.5 inch My Scribe. This bit for straight lay becomes redundant, so we don't need to leave that in the toolbox. But to do our straight cuts, let me just get another plank.
And just so everybody knows, like, this is non-rehearsed. He didn't prepare. He just said, "Can we record?" And he said, "Yeah." So this is
we're
winging it. Yeah, we're
that's
winging
how we like it. So with straight lay, if we wanted to get this cut, instead of putting a big board, let's just, for instance, try and simulate having another 4-foot board led on top. We've all done it. You're there, then you get another board and it moves.
Right. Or you turn around, you mark it,
yeah.
you cut, right? But then if the wall's a little off.
So with this one, what it allows you to do is to run the side of the edge of the board in, put that into there perfectly, use the scribe template. And like I say, the tools are predominantly for precision scribing. So if the base boards are on offside, you're probably not going to use it. But if you need to scribe into like cabinetry, fireplaces, hearths, this is where they come into their own, where you can get.
And bam.
So yeah.
And I notice you're using a concave blade.
Yeah.
So I will say that there's a lot of people who don't know the benefit to that as well.
Yeah, so with the concave blade in the UK, we use that quite a lot, especially to the perimeter of a room. So for instance, like if in the UK I'm fitting up to a skirting board, and I'll show you a little trade trick as why.
Bonus feature, trade trick.
Another little reason. So
somebody touched his knife.
When we're cutting, obviously we want our cut to go in first time absolutely perfect. Like nothing could get down there yet. But sometimes you get, like on this one, if you zoom in, let me just show you. That cut for me, when we zoom right in, that cut for me is definitely not perfect. I wouldn't be happy with that. If that was on the floor and we stood up here, it would look perfect. But when that happens, if we get I use concave, and we fold that wear layer into the skirt, and now we've created a perfect cut. So we're as a fraction short, but when you use a concave, what it does to the wear layer, it does that. So all we do is fold that back in, close that gap.
Okay, and he's just using an awl.
That's just a blunted awl,
yeah,
and it just folds that back in, which is just another little trade trick that we use in the UK to take an install from very, very good to perfect.
Well, there you go.
So yeah. I say, if you can double these up. If you're doing big stone tiles, you can hook 2 in. On your side cuts, you can hook them in. So
you just said stone tile. So this isn't limited to.
I think when he's saying stone tile, it's more like the SPCs.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So LVT. Yeah. So,
okay.
so stone
like
effect.
The floating floors, right?
Yeah. So and so obviously this is wood effect, but you can get in it. LVT, obviously in stone effect. So it's
okay. I get you. We're learning lingo as we go too.
yeah.
So obviously here we've set this off of here, so it's not the best example. But if I was to sort of pack this out a little bit, and then we had 2 of these, right, and we wanted to get this cut into the wall, you can also we could put that in there, and then if I was to obviously run along the wall, that would transfer over into this gap.
Look at that. Okay.
So that, there's a lot of uses. Being on a tabletop, we're quite limited to what we can demo. Again, like pipe marking tools, there's a lot of other uses, but the fundamentals of what I've just shown you is why people buy them originally.
Yeah, and like I told you earlier, right? I've been following you guys for a while, and what kind of deterred me from getting it was, all right, I'll get it, but I really don't understand the videos. And you're working on this video library now of these are the steps that you have to do in order to use this tool.
Yeah.
You upgraded the construction on them.
Yeah.
It's more stable with the plastic that you're using. So now we're gonna end up getting a product that's gonna be stable. Yeah. You're able to use it. I guess the one thing is you are gonna need multiple sets because it is specific to
the plank size.
To that plank
like
size.
I say, in the UK, for instance, like this particular product is pretty much what I supply and install through my business all the time because it's a great product, good colour bank, and it's trusted by me. So what a lot of people do, although there's a lot of products, is you find shops or installers tend to work with a select handful. So like 2 or 3 products. I'm lucky that I really only use one product all the time. So I actually only need one. But of course I've got the 3, 4.
Right, they're there because if someone wants something else, definitely that's there. And then if at any point the manufacturers are like, oh, we're just going to start making another size, it's easier for you guys to just reverse engineer that, right? We know what size it is. Let's just get this, get this out there and then done.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we've had other manufacturers that say they bring out a random size LVT that like no one else does, but we've made a board for them and own branded. So there's a lot of options.
I think, like you said, watching it on social versus the in person.
Actually watching it in person, right? And then I think it's just like any other tool. You can watch it all day long, but we have installers behind you that are actually using it probably for the first time, right? And that's what it is. It's getting hands-on, ordering this, and then I've seen it firsthand. This is going to be a time saver, and this is something that installers need in their hands, I think.
Yeah, no, so in the UK it's done very, very well. We've been fine-tuning the product. Like I say, this is what it would have been before, but now it's all done ABS plastic, very durable. So, it's...
And it's like anything else, you take care of it and it's going to treat you right.
Exactly. This would last you a year if you look after it, you clean it. But if after 3 months you've accidentally broken it in your toolbox, the cost of it's a consumable.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's a tool, right? It's going to get mistreated at some point by someone, especially if you're running different crews. And it's universal for them to use. I get it. Now, I want to ask you about your knife. I want to see your knife. So that's some custom work right there.
So,
who engraved that for you?
So,
or is that hand engraved?
This is a guy from in Holland. So I do a bit of social media. My social media is Floor Ninja. So this guy has been following me for a long time online, and
that's you, Floor Ninja?
I'm Floor Ninja, yeah.
Ah,
so
okay.
I'm pretty sure I follow you.
Yeah.
So I've done social videos for the last 5 years, giving tips and tricks, install tips before the boards. And this guy just really appreciated it, and one day sent me this in the post, and he custom done it. So yeah, it's taking a bit of wear and tear, as you can see now.
Oh no, that's called patina, right?
But
that means that it's in use, and that's what tools are supposed to be.
Yeah, no. When it first arrived, it was all nice and shiny. I didn't want to use it, but I spoke to Eddie. He's like, "No, I use it." I was like, "Well, yeah, I want it."
I'll make you another one, right?
Yeah, but yeah, he sits there literally with a small tool makes it.
I think. Go ahead.
So that's a little brief overview of the tools. There's plenty more to come in the pipeline, but the last 6 to 8 months has been about perfecting the tool. Where we started to where we are now we're good to go and drive forward. So
we definitely. This was one of the first things I added to my list to stop by because, like I said, I've followed you guys for a long time, and I'm excited to get some of these in my hands. So I will probably make some videos with them. We like to test stuff out. So we're absolutely excited about this. Luke, thank you for your time, and we hope that you actually will follow the Huddle podcast.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course it is.
Nice meeting you. Thank you very much.
Cheers, brother. Thanks a lot.